Well, it's the first day of World's Group Stage with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Vulcan to talk a little bit about their unfortunate loss just now. Now, Vulcan, maybe the best showing an NA team has had so far today because you guys got the ace early on, which probably felt pretty good. But how do you feel after having that game go down?
I'm pretty fucking pissed because I think this game, like after the ace, that was such a free win, and we were like very hectic in comms and very chaotic, and it was hard to focus because there was so much talking and screaming and unnecessary info, and hopefully we can adjust for the next games because this was very chaotic and it was honestly like so bad, and I kind of ran it down at the Rift thing where we gave 2 kills to Viego. I think if we don't do that, this game is pretty smooth. Yeah, should have been a free one, so it sucks.
Do you think it was just nerves getting to you guys? Because clearly, I mean, it was just a couple days ago that we saw how great you guys could play on stage. I don't know if it's like the bigger arena or the stakes feeling different.
I don't know. I can only speak for myself, and I think I was fine. I got first blooded because they stacked there and killed me, which I should have been careful because no one was showing anywhere on the map. But after dying, I went back bot and 2v2 killed the LPL champion. So, we take those. I don't think I was too nervous during this game. I was chilling, but overall, I think some of us were. That sounds like I'm throwing blame at people, but I think some people, like nerves, did get to some of my team. And that made it was so chaotic, yeah.
Were you guys able to hear the EG cheers at the start?
Yes, talking about that actually, we could hear everything very well, and our headsets, the microphones would pick up anything from the crowd. So anytime they're like smashing their sticks, I just hear the sticks like coming through my teammates' microphones, and if they're screaming, I can also hear that, which is honestly pretty mind-blowing. And I was talking about it to the refs, and they're like, you're just gonna have to deal with it, which is pretty funny considering this is the biggest tournament of the year for the biggest esports in the world. So hopefully this is fixed for tomorrow, but that was kind of wild.
I mean, do you think that had an impact on the game?
Maybe, but same for both teams. I'm assuming it's probably the same thing for them, and they're probably annoyed that they can hear the crowd and everything so loud. Maybe it would have made us calmer to not have extra sounds in our ears, but I don't know. Yeah. No.
Well, I'm hopeful that they can get that fixed by tomorrow. I will ask about it. Okay, so how are you guys dealing with the fact that you were just in Mexico City playing, now you're suddenly in New York? It's a very quick turnaround. So has that impacted you guys at all negatively, or are you feeling like maybe it's just nice because you can probably ride that wave into Worlds?
No, I think it's pretty good for us. I think we're riding that wave. I think as we showed this game, we're like pretty warm, and we have a lot more comfort on the stage compared to maybe some of the other NA teams. And yeah, we were able to rest fine. Like we had a day of travel, then a day of rest. I think we all slept fine. So I think it's good. I think it's an advantage to go through plans. So happy with that.
Okay, so you're continuing to ride the wave. I've been asking everybody this question because it's the first day of groups, but it's the inevitable question, which is how are scrims going?
Well, we haven't scrimmed since getting out of plans at all. And while we were playing plans, we barely had scrims. Like we scrimmed a few times against some of the other teams that were there. But I haven't scrimmed too much. But the most recent scrims weren't very hot, which is a good thing because the better your scrims are going, the worse you're going to play on stage. That's kind of that's how things go usually. So yeah.
Well, C9, Sven told me that they had only about a 25% win rate in scrims. So they should be doing a lot better, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident they'll pick it up with the win rate so low in scrims. I feel like they should be able to take some dubs on stage soon.
Are you trying to at all lower your scrim win rate so that you can get the wins on stage?
We don't have to try very hard to do that. So.
Good to hear. Do you feel like you're getting really good scrim partners at least, where you're like, okay, we lost, but also like.
Yeah, we're getting decent. We're getting pretty good scrims. So there's that. It's not like we're scrimming like teams that should be equal to us and then getting shit on. It's like we're scrimming some of the best teams in the world and then getting shit on. So that doesn't feel quite so bad, right?
How's actually great question because I didn't hear while they were talking if this was happening. Was JoJo waging his mental warfare in that game as well?
Not during the game in all chat, but in lobby he was just like saying hello. But I think he couldn't do the same thing he was doing against Niski because he probably respects Yagao a bit more. Oh, okay. So he wasn't flaming so much at all. Yeah.
I see. So there's a difference because I didn't know if he was just going to keep doing this against everybody. I asked I asked Yankos if he was planning on muting JoJo Pyun before tomorrow or whenever the match happened, and he's like, "No, I'm not worried about it. It's fine." Like he was saying, "I'm used to seeing this in all chat from Wonder, apparently, who's the other version that does this." So, but yeah, I'm curious if you think he will continue this throughout Worlds.
I think versus G2, it'll probably be more active in the chat just because they're English speakers and it'll probably be easier to trash talk them. I think that pregame lobby will probably be see Twitter and it'll probably be a banger, yeah.
Is there anything that you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Sorry that we were 0-1. It should be 1-0 and pretty fucking hype if we had won this game, which sucks. It's such a lost opportunity, but still 5 more games to go, and I hope you guys will keep cheering for us and we'll hopefully keep playing good.
Very good. Well, somebody needs to walk through this hallway, so we're going to end this interview. But thank you so much for the interview, and we'll catch you all next time. Thanks so much for watching that interview. I'm at Worlds right now as matches are happening behind me, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Alienware supporting me through all these years. Guess what? New York is very, very expensive. Like, think about how expensive it could be, and then like think about it being way more expensive than that. And I wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for Alienware's help. So thank you so much to them. You can check out their link in the description. Also, if you want to see some interviews early, we sometimes post those for members of the YouTube channel. They're shouting out, "Let's go EG," so I guess I need to shut up now.